So I have to, I do legitimately, actually today, have to make this episode as quick as I can. Um, it is like 11 already as I am starting to record this. So I like desperately need to get to bed here. So, quick episode today on a topic that I'm pretty sure we are never going to need to worry about ever in any kind of instance of why is this thing not working? Why aren't you grabbing the next patch? Confused. Does it have to process all of these first? Because if so, we really need a new system. Um, we didn't get any cobble out of that either. Anyway, enough distractions. Our topic today is going to be tanks. Fluid tanks. Now, typically in a sort of game like this, I would love to have fluid tanks. I'm gonna put like half. I should have plenty more upstairs. Or upstairs. I mean, I guess it's technically upstairs. Is this thing seriously not gonna grab another stack of... As much as I love this, if it's not able to process quickly, then what's the point, right? It's kind of lame. But, still, I am getting way off track. Fast episode, remember. Fast episode. Tanks. We need copper casings for fluid tanks. Let's quickly ponder fluid tanks. Look, you can turn a lot of fluid into a much smaller area. You can then pipe using these fluid pipes. Yep, cool. And you can pipe in also using the fluid pipes. You can use redstone things to tell you. You cannot, however, bucket. Yep, cool. Fluid tanks can be combined to make more fluid. You know, as you would expect. It's really irritating me that this thing does not want to grab. Look at, there's like a whole stack of these things waiting to be processed. But nope. Alright, fluid tanks. We need some copper sheets. Not actually, but you know, we will. Actually, we do need some copper sheets. I'm gonna make 8. 8 sounds like a good choice. Didn't bring glass or any of these. Good thing I had a ton of them sitting. I actually have glass in my backpack. I have to go up there and check for that. Good thing I have, you know, a bunch of them sitting there. We'll make all 8 of them. And you know what? We probably should set them up down here, but because we have like nothing else setting up here. Oop, look at that. Fluid tank. Anything special about it? Not really. So here's the things that you can use with a fluid tank. A hose pulley. The hose pulley actually is kind of cool. Just a little cool. Not like super cool. But you can hand crank it, which also, you know, is fantastic. This does not need rotational force, like, at all. You do need, however, pipes, right, to pipe stuff out. And that is where, like, you know, the need for speed comes in. I don't know if these things are lava proof. I do know that it will drain to the bottom of the pulley, and it will fill to the bottom of the pulley too, maybe, possibly. So it'll drain from top to bottom, but it'll leave everything underneath the like last level. And I think going the opposite way, it'll fill everything, including the level that the thing is on. Yeah. If it is placed over a large pool of water, specifically more like an ocean, it will not eat up the thing. You will endlessly get water out of that. So there's an easy way to quickly fill up an area with water, which is kind of an interesting thing that you could do with it. Is this thing still not? It's still, I mean, it's like one at a time going up there. It's automated in like the worst possible way. So that, hose pulleys, sure, yeah, item drain. This is literally exactly what you would expect it to be. You can place an liquid in here, and you can also place buckets, yeah, over it, and it'll dump them into there and then throw the bucket a million miles an hour away. Now, see, this is telling me that you have to pipe from the bucket, from the item drain, into the tank. I want to test to see if I can just take it straight from the item drain into, I need more copper casings. I'll make 2 more batches of copper casings. I can make more if we need them. Do I still have iron in here? I do. Is that enough for a thing? It is enough for exactly one thing. Item drain. Boop, bop, bop, scoobity doop. We got it. So now, if I place this there, do we think that that will let us, should just grab the bucket. Come on the other way. Let's grab some buckets. We should also probably sleep. I mean, both in real life and in the game, but more so in the game. Also, look, we achieved the copper age. Which is funny because I'm pretty sure I've like advanced 10 times past the copper age at this point. But it's important that we hit the copper age too. So these are technically not infinite water sources. No. Go back. These ones over here, however, are infinite water sources. So we now have water. This doesn't count as a ladder, right? I can't climb up this. No. Be kind of convenient if it were. Look at this stupid fly. Who let you into the base? Get out of here. Alright. Actually, we wanted to stay up there. It is slowly but surely putting each individual piece in here one at a time. Alright, so that does not appear to have... No. See, look. Okay, so if you put the water, you can't then also take out from there. Now the question is... Also, I probably could have just grabbed my wrench to use the wrench on that. Should try that too while we're at it. This does not retain the water. It does get wrenched. So, that means, obviously I don't have any kind of system up there at the moment that will allow us to pipe. But, so, fluid pipes, right, basic fluid pipes are just gonna bloop, 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 yep, sure, whatever. Endpoints of a pipe can interact with a variety of blocks. You can put them into, any of these things. Any block with fluid storage capabilities. Spilling into empty space can create... So you can just... Oh, you can also pipe honey. That's actually, kind of a useful thing. That one, I like that one. Copper casing can be used to decorate. Yep, sure, whatever. Aside from being concealed or locked into their connectivities, will no longer reach neighboring blocks. Alright, good to know. Mechanical pumps are exactly what we think they are. They direct the flow of water. Oh look, you can click on these. I didn't notice that. Look, it is now telling me that it's pumping that way. Very interesting. Oh, look, and then you can pump it the other way. Yep, that's definitely... Oh, you can also wrench it. Interesting. They only work from 16 blocks. That is, if you were doing a pump thing, that would be an important thing to keep in mind here. Smart fluid pipes, I assume, are exactly what you think they are. They take only specific liquids. Wow, what a shocker. You can then put an item filter there, and it will only pump the lava out of this basin. Who would have guessed? Seems kind of useful. Oh, and they also work the opposite way, where you can specifically say to put in fluids. Yep, cool. That's sure. And then this, I'm assuming, does what now? Their shaft input controls whether or not. Okay, so this is just an yes, do the pump thing. That also seems incredible. Like, just turn the pump off if you don't want it to pump, right? Like, am I dumb? Is there a reason that you would want a thing where you can toggle a switch to tell it yes, pump or no pump? That seems kind of useless. Let's make a spout. I need a kelp. I have a kelp. I do have a kelp. Spouts. Spouts are important things because they can fill, but you cannot access the spout normally. You have to pump to it and then put the item on a depot. And it can be a bottle or it can be a bucket. And then you can also, you know, do it this way too, where it goes bloop, 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 and individually fills up each bucket or bottle or whatever you're trying to fill with stuff. Now again, I'm struggling here to see the necessity of this situation. Are we still getting slowly but surely? So, right, we would need one of these. And by one of those, I mean a lot of them. And then cogs, which are in my stupid toolbox here. Hey, look, let's grab some cogs out of my toolbox. It's kind of neat that, That reminds me, if I get too far away, will those disappear? No. They are, like, specifically highlighted as if though they are. Nope. Okay. That's dumb. I hate this toolbox so much. Stupid toolbox. I hate it. The hose pulley seems like it could be a good thing. The only reason, like, is there a way to, like, okay. So this is telling you all the things that you can bottle. You can put chocolate into a pie crust and make a chocolate pie. You can put honey on an apple to make a honeyed apple. You can put milk on bread to get a sweet roll. And someone stole the sweet roll. You can put lava on a blaze cake to get a blaze cake. Potion of harming on cinder flower gets you gunpowder. Night vision gets you glowstone. Strength gets you redstone. Water on dirt gets you grass. Lava gets you a lava bottle. Okay. Chocolate gets you chocolate berries. Builder's tea gets you builder's tea. A bucket of chocolate, bucket of honey, bucket of mud, biodiesel, liquid concrete. It's all just garbage. Like, there's nothing in here that we need. We don't need to liquefy anything. It's a completely worthless thing. What about this? Oh, look, this is telling me all the things that I can put in here now. Oh, yes, thank you. How about that basin? So this, I guess, is like the big part of this, right? Is you can automatically brew potions using these fluid pumps. Which, sure, yeah, whatever, but potions kind of suck. Who uses potions in Minecraft, right? Automatic packing, I guess, just like you put all the things in there and it turns it into, a grid into whatever it would be, like framed living wood or stripped fir wood with what, whatever. Automated shapeless crafting, sure. Mixing. This is another one. So mix wheat with water, gets you dough. Sure, we can do that right upstairs, and we don't care about that. Andesite, yep, into that. Copper requires heat, but it turns into brass. Cabbage into cabbage leaves. Wheat flour with some milk gets you a pie crust. Bar of chocolate gets you some chocolate. Tomatoes from anything gets you tomato sauce. You can get lava with a superheated by putting any kind of stone, any kind of cobblestone in here. Well, gets you half of a bucket. No. 20th of a bucket. It would take 20 to get you one. We can get chromatic compounds, which are totally useless because they can't do anything. Chocolate from sugar, cocoa beans, and some milk. Yeah, we already knew about that one. We knew about that one. Honey blocks into honey. And that's it. Compacting is, I guess, turning liquids into blocks. So flint with red sandstone or red sand and lava gets you that. Lime sand gets you some diorite. Honey gets you a honey block. Gravel gets you andesite. And an egg, sugar, and cinder flour gets you blaze cakes. I think this is the only... So, you would need to do this to get the blaze cakes, which are then used with the lava and the spout thingy here to get you a blaze cake. Right? And this, you use here to superheat, which is only used to make one of two things. Lava, which you just made the blaze cake from the lava, or this chromatic compound, which, yeah, sure, whatever. Whatever, we actually needed a second one of these, right, to go to the, yeah, just trust me. So, right, you'd go up here, we've got this stupid thing here, fluid tank, we'll shove that in the corner. So, interestingly, this is an important point to note, that is a separate entity fluid tank from this much larger fluid tank that I built. Because it does not match the base layer, I guess, of the other one, it cannot be part of the system. Next question is, if I add this here, it is still its own separate entity. That's, at least kind of semi-relevant to existing, I guess, sure, whatever. So with this, right, you would do that. Put that back in my inventory, please. And then that goes the wrong way because it always does. Can we... You suck. Why would you go that way? Alright. So that would do that, right? You would put the water bucket in here. Through some, crankshaft, whatever nonsense, it would then pump the water into this big fluid tank. Which we could then do... We would need another layer here. God, I hate this stupid thing. Because then we would do something like this, right? Where we would be able to then pump into this, and then pump out. I would assume that it doesn't matter that that's up higher. It maybe does. That would be something to try out. But I don't care enough about these tanks to actually do anything. They're here. We've done it. We've built a tank. We can say we've built a tank, and that'll be today's episode has been tanks, for nothing. There's no purpose for these things. They're entirely useless. That is my end statement on tanks. And so with that being said, we are going to wrap up today's episode because I still have to render this and upload it. So thanks for watching. As usual, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you around for the next one.